welcome to another training session. We're going to get into a nice conditioning workout today, but before we get started, let's do a nice quick warm-up. Make sure that if you're using dumbbells for this, you have these ready, so when we're ready to get into our training, you have them right near you. Just going to get into a nice quick warm-up with some inchworms down and back up. Warming up the whole body, throwing in some rotational stretches here, opening up through your shoulders, your back, staying nice and stable through your core here. 2 more of these. And don't forget to breathe. Try to keep your legs as straight as you can here. When you're walking on back up, and bend your knees slightly and roll on up. And we're just going to get into some body weight squats just to warm up through our hips. And we're breathing. Okay, then from here we're just going to reach over to one side and then reach the other way, just stretching all the way through that side of our body here. And warming everything up. All right. Nice, coming on down to the ground into our regular high plank. Just going to tap out. Bringing those toes right out to the side and then back to center. Nice and even and controlled here, not racing. And then you're going to bring one foot in towards that opposite hand there. Just tapping, getting a little bit of a rotation in here. Nice and even. And last one. All right, from there, we're going to come to all fours and just do a bird dog. So you're going to stretch all the way through your whole body here. Extend through those fingers of that arm that's forward and all the way through the toes of the opposite leg. Switch, making sure that your back is staying nice and even here. You're not arching through that low back. And switch, really staying active through those fingers and their toes, making sure that opposite arm shoulder lines up with your elbow and your wrist. Switch. All right. Staying here, we're going to come back to our high plank position and just bring ourselves back a little bit, bending through our knees, down into the ground, into a little bit of what we call an atomic push-up. If you don't want to do the push-up there, you can just rock forward and hold. Just practicing that hold there. Getting nice and warmed up through our entire body here. All right. We're going to come on down to the side here. Coming onto that elbow. Stack both your legs. Bring your legs in front of you slightly. Then come on up onto that elbow here. Just raising your hip up off the ground and lowering it. And then bringing it right back up. Lower but not all the way down to the ground. Just slightly and right back up. We're going to bring our top leg in, bending through our knee, trying to reach that elbow, and then straighten it back out. Adding in your hip raise. And switching on over to the other side, coming on that other arm. Stack your legs first, and just a few regular hip raises here, down and up, staying stacked. Making sure that shoulder lines up with your elbow here in that supporting arm. And then a knee in and back out. A couple of those, and then add in your hip raise. And last one. All right. From there, before we get up, we are going to do a few bridges, single bridges. So come on down flat to the ground here and dig both your heels into the ground. Lifting your hips up so that you are nice and even here through your spine. I'm using my elbows as sort of a balancing point here. And then you're going to bring your right leg up, flexing through that leg. Keeping it right where it is. Bringing your hips down, but not all the way to the ground. And then right back up. Use your core here to help you stay nice and stable and not lose that straight line with your spine. You want to keep everything nice and even here without creating any unnecessary arches. Making sure that left leg of that supporting leg stays in line here and your knees not falling out to the side. Switching on sides, bring your left leg up, flex through that leg there, all the way through, straight through the air. Coming on down, and then back up. Same thing. My heel is dug into the ground of that right leg, and my right knee is staying in line with my hip here. Down and up. Bring both those knees, or both those heels back into the ground rather. Coming all the way up. Walk your heels out, but not so that your body hits the floor here. You want to stay elevated on your elbows. And then walk back to your starting position. Regain your control there. And walk those legs back on out. This is very good for the hamstrings, particularly if your hamstrings tend to bother you from either excessive sitting or some other muscular imbalance that you might have. We're just walking out and walking back up. See where you can go with this. One more. As you get better at this, you'll be able to come a little bit flatter and flatter into the ground. And then you're going to bring your hips right on down. We are going to come straight on up, slowly. Bring one leg up first before we stand all the way up. Extend that back leg and rock it forward. Bring your opposite leg back and extend both legs here, rock it forward. And then you're going to roll on up nice and slow, rolling your shoulders back a little bit, getting ready for the work we're going to put in. All right, if you have your dumbbells, now's a good time to grab them. You're going to grab both your dumbbells. We're going to bring them to shoulder height here. Come into your hip width position, regular squat into a press right on overhead. We're going to just do a couple of these and then add another step to this. Right on up. All right, adding in a row. So bring your dumbbells down to the ground and then in and up. Keeping that elbow tucked. Keeping those shoulders stacked. And coming back up. You can step or jump back up. Right on to shoulder height here. Squat and press. And breathe. One more. Right into that row. Good. Keeping that spine in line. All right. One more time, back on up. Bring those dumbbells to shoulder height. Get your stance here. Squat and press. Last one. And right into your row. All right. Nice job with those. Next one, you're only going to need one. Depending on the weight of your dumbbell, if you're using very light dumbbells, you could probably use 2 for this. If you're using a little bit heavier, you can drop down to 1. We're going to go to a lateral lunge, lunging all the way out, and then bringing our dumbbell to shoulder height. We're doing one side first, then the other. My supporting leg is staying right where it is. I'm going to switch sides. Step out to my right now, and then straight on up. That supporting leg doesn't move. It's staying right there. All right, switching sides. Getting into that left side again. And good. Going to the right. Last one. All right. All right. One more time. Going back to that left side. You got it. Last one. And going to the right. One more. All right, nice job. With that, hold on to that single dumbbell here. We are going to bring that up to shoulder height. I have this in my right hand. I'm going to step back with my right leg. Press overhead. While staying overhead, coming on down into that squat. Watch your shoulder here in practicing that. It will throw you off balance a little bit. You want to keep your shoulder of that right arm back and down your back. Opposite arms out for some balance. Last one. And back on down. Switching sides here. We're going to step back with our left leg. Press on up. When I come down, dumbbells following me. Last one up. Coming into that squat position and press it up. It might help to look at the dumbbell while squatting down. And then we're going to drop it on down and find a little spot at a wall here. So you're going to find a little bit of room that you have, space it on the wall. Come into that L position on the wall. And bring your knees at about hip width. You're going to keep your feet flat. Bring your knees straight in toward the wall and then back out. Keeping your arms straight here. Last one. Jumping on down. From there, you're going to hop right on up into a little bit of a hold. Using your core here, jumping right on back down. Last one. All right. And bringing that right back up. Okay, so from here, there's a couple different ways you can do this next one. You can either find that space at the wall, which I'll show you, or you can come to a straddle position and bring that dumbbell in that right arm, press it on up. If you'd rather be kneeling, you can kneel at the wall, which I'll show you in 1 second here. And what we do on one side, we got to do on the other. So press it on up. Keep that back straight. Last one. All right. If you don't want to do it there, you come on over to the wall. Bring that left leg up. Left hand's going to be on the wall for some support. Make sure your hand's flat against the wall. Same thing with that press. I'm rotating that dumbbell in as I come down. You don't have to do that if you don't want. All right, same thing goes for the other side. All right, we're coming back to that reverse lunge with a press. So dumbbells coming in our right hand, lunge back, press it up. Good. And we're going to switch sides here before we get into the squats. Lunge back, press it up. One more. All right, changing it up on you a little bit. Bring that dumbbell to center. Come to your squat position. And you're gonna squat down, raise it up. Squat down, and then raise it up. You got it. Keeping your chest up here. You don't want to fold over in that squat. Keep your chest up. Bringing that dumbbell shoulder height. One more. Good. All right, drop that on down. Back to the wall. And our quad exercise here. So find that L position. And right on down. Keeping those knees straight here. Not out to the side. And breathe. Last one. Jumping on down. Get ready to kick back. All right, you might have to reposition yourself. Kick it on back. Up and down. Last one. All right. All right, find that dumbbell and into either a straddle or the kneeling wall position, whatever you prefer here. Bring that dumbbell to one side, press it on up. And switch sides here. Same Nice and straight back. And bring it on down. Make sure you get yourself a drink of water if you need it. Come right on back. We have one more set. All right, let's go. Making that last set count. Bringing that dumbbell to the right. Stepping on back. Trick there, making sure you're paying attention. Right leg comes back. And then press it on up. You got it. And switching sides. Same thing, almost there. Left leg back, press it on up. My right arm's out just for some stabilization. All right, bringing that dumbbell down. We're gonna take our squat a little wider. Squat on down, raise that dumbbell up, shoulder height. You got it. Nice and easy. And breathe. And come to your squat and hold. Shoulders come back. Sit down in that. Hold it there. Keep those shoulders back. Breathe. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come on up out of that slowly. Bring that dumbbell down. One more time at the wall here. Finding that space. Bringing those legs up. Coming to your L. Let's go. Knees in. You got it. Almost there. Last one. Hopping on down. Get ready to kick back. Reposition yourself if you need to. Making sure you stay stacked here. Up and down. Last one. All right. One more time with that straddle and the press. Find your dumbbell. Come to that seated position. And bringing it up to the right. And on up we go. Flex those feet. Keep your legs active too while you're here. You got it. Switching sides. You got it. Nice straight back. One more. All right, bring it on down. And over. Coming on into our very last finisher for this training session. Coming straight back down, all the way flat. Bring your hands back behind your head. What we're gonna do here is reach over and try to step on up into that left leg while we bring our right leg slightly off the ground. Let me show you what I mean. Step it on up, bring your body up just a little bit. Keeping that left leg flat. Using your arms as some help to bring you up here. The whole body involved here with this one. And you got it. And back on down, switching sides. My right leg's gonna come up now. Make sure that foot stays flat when you bring it up. Bringing that right leg up. Flex the foot of that straight leg there. It'll help to bring you up off the ground a little bit. You got it. 3 more. And last one, guys. All right. Nice job, everybody. Gonna come into a nice stretch here. Find your pigeon stretch, so Come to hands and knees. Kick back that right leg. Cross it over your left. Make sure both hips are facing the same direction. Before you fold on down here. Walking straight in front of you. If it works okay for you and feels okay, you can walk towards your right a little bit. You'll get a little bit of a deeper stretch. Your right, my left. And then you're going to walk opposite direction. A little bit of a stretch through that side body while you continue to stretch through your hip flexors and glutes here. All right, switching sides. So bring that right leg back in, kick that left leg back, cross it over, slide it back. Fold when your hips are even here. And breathe. If it's comfortable for you, you can walk it on over. Make sure you're not walking too far over, that you're taking your hips out of alignment here. Walk on over to the other side. Feel that stretch. Nice. From here, we're going to come to our side. Bring your right arm out in front of you so that your shoulder, elbow, and wrist all line up. Bring that right forearm up from the elbow. Left hand is going to sit right on top of that right fist here. And you're going to gently just guide that elbow towards the floor here. Stretching through our shoulders, rotate our cuff muscles. Holding that stretch for a minute. And letting it go. Switch on sides here. Come to our left. Left arm's going to come straight out. Make sure everything lines up. Bend from that elbow and make a fist with that left hand. And then right on down. Feeling this in our shoulders and deep within our shoulders and the rotator cuff muscles. Let that go. And coming on back to and up into our up dog. Wherever it's comfortable for you, you can leave your knees on the ground here if that works for you. Making sure your shoulders stay away from your ears. Stretch on through here. And when you're ready, come through to a down dog. Just pedaling out our feet, stretching through our calves and hamstrings. Bring that head all the way through here. Create some more space within your shoulders and hold for a couple seconds. Breathe through that. Slowly walk your hands to your feet and inhale on your roll up. Going to take a nice big inhale all the way up and exhale down. 2 more. And exhale. 1 more nice big inhale all the way up. And exhale. Great job today, everybody. I hope you enjoyed that. As always, be safe out there, stay well, stay hydrated.